What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Tiger Tran, coming at you with some more Mountain Blade. And if you're new to the channel, this channel is all about sharing some of my favorite games with you. This is an oldie but a goodie. I love this game. And let's continue on. We know some people are raiding some of our villages of our kingdom to the south. We've got a bunch of gear. The army is actually following us because we are the marshal. So I'm going to ride over here. This is one of my cities. And we're going to sell. See, this is like an interesting choice that you can make, right? So, in this city, a man is brought before you. Your men have informed you that he refuses to pay taxes to your kingdom and therefore to you. The man insists that he will not pay taxes until you give him back his boys, all that were killed in the recent war. So, we're trying to increase our reputation, uh, but you don't want to do like dissent as well. I was kind of interested because I thought the right decision in this time period would be to punish the man with death because he's not paying his taxes. Uh, but that was not the right decision. That makes your reputation go down and people get really mad at you. So I guess you could maybe forgive him of his taxes. I don't know exactly how that works. Oh, a Wergild, it's basically like paying him uh, a price for the heads of his kids who died. So closest thing modern day America would be like reparations for slaves, right? Giving them some money for all of the work that they've done for free. Hmm. I mean, what's so interesting, right, is this has nothing really to do with taxes. It's like a heartbroken person because they've lost all their people or all their kids. I'm gonna try this one. Oh wow. Hey, well that worked out well for us. Let's go. All right. Always got to recruit additional men. 13. Let's go. I really just want to stop being at war. I don't know if that'll ever happen because we took so much land. And it sucks is it's not like this town and maybe they are raiding the farmers that are moving around and maybe caravans and definitely the cities around it. I think that has an effect. But this city's never been taken or to be honest, I don't think it's even been sieged. So I know you dump money into them. One way that a town becomes more lucrative is also is by spending money there. And I do sell a lot of goods here, which I know hurts things, but it's on the way. We'll wait until war stops, and then we'll mess with trying to increase. Because I have a merchant guild in one of my other cities. I'd be willing to build one here as well. We will buy food, resources, get some of that dried meat. Don't mind buying stuff like this here. We're really good on bread. Holy moly. Okay. We do have prisoners, so we're going to go to the meat hall just to check to see if there's a ransom broker here. Traveler. Negatory. So what I'll probably do, I'm wondering if sometimes I just leave guys in here because you never know what fight you're going to run into. So I probably will do that. What's cool about this game is if you hit control, it just gets the entire group of people over, so you don't have to click take, like 8 times for this. Shift does 10. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Lols. Oh my gosh. So many prisoners, which is never a bad problem. This will be a big chunk of money in the future. All right, we're gonna leave. We're gonna continue to the south just to patrol our lands and make sure things are protected. Start moving towards this city so we can continue recruiting more men. I know we've got such a big force. Okay, we still have that castle, which is good. Enemy patrols have been spotted near tier M. I wish those messages stayed on longer. These lands have such crazy names. Interesting. Okay, so it's in the vicinity. I think this is the other one. Oh, it's being looted right now. Let's actually ride over here and see if we can stop them from looting. There's nothing really potentially to seize at this exact moment. A lot of this point is defending off the attacks of the enemy. There's a part of me that almost wants to bring my... Really? Thankfully, we didn't go negative, which is always a plus. I'm trying to figure out what happened from the last game that made us lose so much income. Hmm. So Wilhelm is now being attacked, and those are all the hams are super far down here. Definitely not going to be able to go and defend those. Hmm. What I was really trying to do was I was trying to raise enough ships so that we could take over this last city. That would be huge. But at this moment in time, it is not possible. I only have I've bought one ship. They're so expensive. Like ships are 10K for one that holds just 40 soldiers. And only Vikings can make the bigger ships that can hold like 100 soldiers, and those things are probably like 25. Plus, I think you have to bring them specific resources as well. It's pretty brutal. Hmm. Because there's such a part of me that would love to go in and start attacking these lands where our enemy is. But I don't know if that's actually going to be possible. Because at this point, we're kind of at a weird place where it kind of becomes patrolling our lands and which is fine. 5-5, so he's the exact same speed as us. Hmm. Let's see if we can chase him down. There's really nothing else to be had around here anyways. Let's cut him off. I think he's going to move towards the ferry station. Oh, bummer. He can beat us because of the angle he was on. I wonder if there is a mod that takes it off so as the marshal you can move across ferries. Oh my gosh, look how many prisoners are here. 171. All right. So we got to hold off on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bunch of these prisoners. We're going to try to take the more expensive ones. Because in this game, you do get a better ransom for the units that are higher level. So champions, bodyguards are really high level. Obviously, anything with veteran in the name, the worst being your serfs. Those guys, horsemen, they sell well. Another champion, nobles, they sell really well. Labor, that sounds like a super poor dude. Bodyguard. All right, so then we'll take freedmen, archers, warriors, basically anything that's not a serf or a laborer. Cool. All right, now let's go to city, looking for a slave master. And we'll even talk to the mayors, see if they have any simple quests for us around these areas. See, this guy's faster than us as well, especially with all these slaves. I'm gonna have this guy just patrol around. Is that the right name? I have a new task for you. Patrol around. There's actually a lot of villages centralized around here. I'm gonna have him do this actually, because I think he'll innately kind of get, this village here. This has enough guys in it to where these guys won't attack it. Um, so I think this will keep it good. Oh man, we're moving down that way. Let's have you guard the other capital up here. I believe that was the right city. All right, I must beg my leave. Might not be. Kier diff. These names are so insane up here. All right, meet all. Let's hope that. So we got some different people have popped up. All right, none that are an issue at the moment. We got nothing to sell, so let's leave. We're gonna make our bread and butter right now from. Dang, boy, got a big army, 400 units. Holy cow. So let's have this guy. Diff. I do wish that they would put these in alphabetical order. Here it is. Oh, maybe they are. Are they? Maybe it's because I was looking for D amongst the C's. We will take it. It's 2,200. It's not the greatest amount of money, but we need it at this moment in time. If you don't have enough money to upkeep your army, oh my gosh, it's brutal. And I think what happened at the end of the last video, we had that huge amount of fights that was going on up there. So we had to upgrade a bunch of units, and because we are the heart of the defense for this game. So we have enough to recruit peasants. Doesn't look like there's anybody to be recruited at the moment. Yeah, this game is really interesting. I remember, so when I was playing Warband, which is because this is like an expansion, but it's a standalone. But when I was playing Warband, I joined this faction, and for literally, it must have been like 80 days, which is an insanely long time. They, ooh, competition. I haven't shown you guys a competition yet. These things here can be really finicky, unfortunately. Because sometimes you get placed in between just a boatload of guys and they focus you and there's not much you can do. But my guy is pretty skilled, so let's hit the meat hall because it never hurts to hit the meat hall. Okay, so no person for the prisoners. So let's join the competitions. I'd like to show you guys this. So what you can do is you can place a bet on yourself. And it tells you how much you would earn if you won that round. But you only get paid if you win all of the entire tournament. So this is a really high risk, high reward. I'm gonna fight in the next round. So this one here is group based. So what I like to do is I like to pull off down into a corner. Okay, see, we got semi lucky because some of them engaged over there and some of them engaged here. So then what I do is I tell them to hold position here. We create a shield wall, and we make the first game of the day. I can definitely tell I don't know what it is, but it's just like I feel like my mouse is moving way quicker. I haven't played this game in about 4 days. I've been on this epic rust. My brother visited me for his Christmas break. We've been playing an insane amount of Rust. That game was so much fun, but definitely has thrown off my controls. Oof, get off me, bruh. Get off me, bruh. Because if you see, we can get them in a cluster. I can have them pull aggro, and then I can attack them from the sides or the back. And I found that is the most effective strategy. All right, everyone fall back. Try to get them once again to try to aggro one another. If there are multiple groups, which there are. Ooh. So if you see, they're both collapsing on us right now. We're at a huge disadvantage. So we have to be able... Oh, okay, there. Perfect. So the other group now is attacking the group as they collapse. So this is like the perfect position. We can land some backstabs. I'm going to try to focus more blue because they've got more units. I'm going to fall back, defend, let them pull aggro. Because what's most important is I live. It's not so much if how many casualties you take. See, because now the fourth group is coming in on us. So if we would have just stayed charging, it would have put us in the most precarious situation on the planet. We would just got wrecked. So what's really brutal is if you get one where you're a bowman. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. And then you get swarmed by a bunch of guys with swords because you can't block with the dagger. And so you kind of just get wrecked. This one I like because you start with a shield and some kind of weapon. No, bro, get back here. Because you just never know. I think this one might be 1v1s, though, team-wise. Yeah, looks like it. But if you can see, because of this game, different people have different athletic scores. So they'll crash into you at different times. You see that person to the right, he's super slow. So what's so nice is, so we got the javelin ready. As soon as we get an open shot, start throwing it. Oof. Oopsie, sorry, bro. Okay. Switch to our axe. Get wrecked. All right, it's looking good, boys. So we are in. Oh, it doesn't say the round here because it's in the bet. Here it is, tier 4. Usually there's 6 rounds. I think there might potentially be a 7th if the number is odd. So if there's like 3 people remaining at the very end, I think it's possible. All right, so same strat. I'm going to try to use this guy as my front line, and I'm going to try to poke this dude. So I'm going to see, because you see how he's coming for me? Because I feel like the AI a lot of times will prioritize attacking. Oh my gosh, now we see we're already at 2v1 here, which is, oh, okay. There we go, block. I'm trying to take out this guy on the left first. Now we have a very good chance of just whooping up on this guy. But whenever you're outnumbered in this game, oh, it's brutal because they can just stun lock you. Thankfully, my guy's a little bit higher level, but I don't have a ton of agility, so I'm not the fastest person. I do hit like a tank, and I do have a ton of points in my health. Oh, good. See, I got a sword. I'm not as skilled with the spear as I am with the sword as well. My one-handed abilities are out of this world. Can I beast mode in this? No, that's a bummer. So I like to block, slash for the head, block, slash for the head, block, slash for the head. Let's go. Because one of those strikes, 45 damage. What? Oofda, oofda, oofda. All right. So in the early game, when you're a straight up noob, really low level, and your renowned is really low, you can make so much money, but it's so easy to die because you're so much weaker than a lot of the participants in the fights. But that's in this game is probably one of the best ways to earn renowned, earn money, and even to get some of your early weapons. It's a good way for courting women. I need to get a wife at some point because they help you from a political standpoint. Ooh, missed it. Ooh, get off me, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, veteran fighter. So we just won the tournament. So we made 2,500. I believe the most I've ever made is like 3,800. And then if you see, you win 200 for just winning it. And then, and I'll tell you the money. Okay. But sometimes they'll say if they presented you with like a sword. And if that pops up, then that's the sword I'm using right now. Dang, 15 guys. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna use some of the winnings, and we're gonna still build up our army because I'd like to. Where is this? Oh yes, it's the city. It's under siege. All right, so this was a good time to ride down this way. So it was under siege. Thankfully, the lord of this area looks like he's riding in to stop it. See, this guy is once again trying to make a mad dash. Perfect. He's trying to see how he's. They love going to the ferries, dude. Guys are shades, but we caught him. Let's say. I'll say this only once. Surrender or die. They never surrender, which is kind of sad because you look at this and they have absolutely no chance on earth of winning. Use my commander. I like doing this because creating a speech because you see it gave me a morale bonus. For some reason, duels, I find that I lose more duels than I win. And I love when they challenge me to a duel because, then I can go in and wreck face. But I wish I could just always say, hey, Commander, I challenge you to a duel. And then I'd get a huge morale penalty. Plus, I think I might be able to injure him before the fight starts. And because a lot of times with this faction and with the English is they have battle cry. So every ethnicity, they get a different thing. Because my guy's Norse, he gets the berserk. So it's when he sees red, massive up in damage, and I think he's immune to fatigue. All right, so we're gonna start by charging the enemy. because they only have 52 soldiers, they will always start by holding position. So what I always do is I just tell everyone to follow me, but I like seeing what direction they run in, because if you see, he knows where the enemy is. It's part of the AI mechanic. So at least now I know I'm riding towards the position of the enemy army. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get my archers into a position to where they could fire upon them, try to hit them with some damage from afar, and then once again try to ride in behind them, cause disruption, get the guys to focus me so that my archers and ranged units can hit them in the back. But yeah, we've been playing a lot of Rust. Oh, it's so much fun. If you guys haven't seen one of the first video I put out with my brother where we became king of the noobs, it was so much fun. We were playing on the server that was about to wipe, and it was a real high population server, so there's just tons of people running around at low levels with some pretty basic gear, which to be honest is pretty fun to do. I actually kind of like when it's like spears and bows versus when people are, one-shotting you with AKs. Wait. All right, let's have everyone charge because it looked like that guy was riding that way, but oh wow, well, maybe they repositioned or maybe they did start in that spot. All right, we're gonna have everyone follow me again. I just don't want my archers. So archers are a lot faster in this game than most of your guys with shields. So if you just tell them all like to follow you or move or anything, attack, your archers will always get in front, and then they're just fodder for, you see the javelins flying, you see just tons of stuff. So I've always found that this is a much better strategy. Because it would be cool if you could tell people to move in formation, but they will move in shield formation, but all right, go into this archer line where it's nice and easy pickings. Oh, barely missed. I could have probably battle raged here for bonus damage. Oh, this is a very bad position. I gotta get out of here. All right. But you see, archers are shooting them in the backs. The shield wall aggroed me, which is great because now all of my ranged units are getting free shots on their back. But I do like that. I mean, the AI is pretty good. But this is exactly what I think would happen in real war. Is that you've got your cavalry's always kind of been shock troopers. Yes, they can. If you have heavy cavalry, they can do tons of damage. But a lot of times, the light was just to disrupt formation, which is exactly what you can do in this game, which I think is just really cool. It happens to you if you fight a lot of as like we were fighting the Irish, and the Irish had a ton of horsemen. Oh my gosh, and that same exact thing would happen to me as well. So we're gonna have everyone move up here because thankfully archers are smart enough to attack and move at the same time when they're in range. So it does look like that's what they're doing. Oh, I think that must be their lord. Let's see if we can bang with this guy. Nope. Got him. Oop, took his horse out. Oh, he took my horse out. Okay, good. My horse didn't die. That's always the saddest. Horses are so expensive in this game. Oh no. Ooh, to the face. Ooh, I might be being a little bit too aggressive here. Wait, what the heck? Are my archer line in front of my might have to recheck my troops. Oof. Alright. Need to back up here. Too many guys focusing me. Oh, to the face. I think part of it is my new chair. I got this new ergo chair, which is really dope, but it's definitely different. The arms are kind of a little bit too far out. So I think I'm used to putting a lot of support for my wrist onto the armrests, but for this one, the armrests are further out. So it's throwing off I could feel it in Rust too. It was really throwing off my aim. But I really like the chair. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's got a ton of support, super comfortable. right. Let's go. Did we take? So lost 4 people, 8 wounded. Our ally lost 5, 10 wounded. But then we took out all 52 of his dudes. Unfortunately, won't be able to take prisoners, but we will swap out. Let me take a look here at maybe if we have some guys who are not as good. I know skirmishers. There's like a certain tier skirmisher that's actually really good, but most of these don't look that great. Oh, we do have enough for 4 though. So let's go. It's not freedmen who are the best. It's most likely, I think, is these warriors. So we'll take them, and we'll take these spearmen. Share loot is common. Because if you don't share loot as common, ooh, you take some huge morale penalties. You can get morale bonuses if you can get morale bonuses if you give them your share of the loot, which is pretty cool. Uh, I'll do that if my morale is low, but right now because we have food variety, because we're winning battles, my people are really happy. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love Mountain Blade. This game is probably one of the games I come back to the most. I love the combat. It's fun riding around. It's cool the fact that you can become king. It's cool that they have a good system in when you're getting too powerful that other factions will attack you out of fear, which is exactly what would happen in real life as people start building coalitions against you. So I love playing this game. It's really fun. I love the defense aspect, especially if you find like a really good castle that's easy defended. Oh my gosh, in Mountain Blade there was one where I held it was crazy. It was insane. I think I had maybe what I became a rebel faction, and when you become a rebel faction, people just send all their units at you because of course they would, right? You're one person by yourself against whatever, what 13, 14 lords for each of those factions. But I was actually able to hold off like 1,300 guys. I did have to use a little bit of gaming the system. What I'd do is I would spawn in a bunch of guys at the beginning, and then I'd reduce the spawns so that way my archers could do work. But then I had this big two-handed halberd, and I would just stand because there's only one choke point on this one castle that I defended, and I would just headshot fools over and over and over again. And I probably killed 200 people a battle, maybe like 100 minimum. It was brutal, but it was so much fun at the same time. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video, guys, and I'll see you next time.